Well, this has been the official opening of the Bedale Community Bakery, which has come and set up in what used to be the main downstairs room of the station, and it's been leased to the bakery by the railway as a source of income, and also because it is an important development in the local community, and the railway is quite keen to be involved with Bedale as a community. The relationship with Bedale is not quite as strong as it is at Leyburn, for example, and both sides, I think, are keen to improve that. So the arrival of the community bakery here will put the station on the map in a way that the railway itself, by itself, perhaps couldn't do. It's not owned by the railway, it's owned by Hambleton District Council, and it's leased to the railway. And it's a slightly complicated building. It's not really a railway station anymore, and it's been quite difficult to understand how we could use it as a railway station in the way it's configured at the moment. Of course, it was a domestic dwelling for a long time, and then it was the offices of an oil processing company. In a strange way, the bakery has helped that, because they have changed the layout and what is available to the railway, and they've made us think rather more sharply about how we can use the rest of it for railway and passenger use.
We are a social enterprise. That means we're not for profit, though we do have to make a surplus because we have to survive. And the idea is that we want to grow this bakery so that it not only supplies the individuals within the community, but some of the businesses too. And what's more, we want to be able to put on bread making classes for those people who want to make bread themselves. So it's about bread making the old way as opposed to the modern method that is used by most of the commercial bakeries. The wheat has been grown at Hunton, 5 miles up the road, delivered down to Craighall by the farmer, to Craighall Watermill, and then Craighall Watermill ground the flour, and it was transported to Craighall Station, where it was put on the train and delivered to Bedale. That is a local food chain, a short local food chain, and the train actually demonstrates that chain of linking up the producer through to actually the bakery and ultimately to the consumer this evening. So that's a good local food chain, and we're very proud of it.
The train consisted of our Class 03 shunter locomotive and a van-fit van which was carrying the flour, and a brake van. I understand the operations staff have been putting in a lot of hours to get the van-fit box van in presentable condition and looking smart, which it certainly did. It was very, very well presented.
The railway have actually been busy changing their waiting room, and we feel quite proud to be next to the newly paved waiting room. So great things are happening at Bedale Station, and everyone needs to watch the space.
For our part, we've helped them in various ways as much as we can. It's perhaps slightly unfortunate that it coincided with us laying a new stone floor in our waiting room, which meant we had to take all the doors off between our room and their room, and they wanted to start baking at 8 o'clock this morning, so we had to come in at 7 o'clock to rehang the doors after the floor was solid enough to stand on. But we've got there, and it's been a lovely evening, and it was good to see the train forming a major part of this and sealing the relationship.
It's in the heart of the community because it's sandwiched between Bedale and Askew. And having looked at so many properties, we came here, looked at the space and thought, this is the right space, the right place to actually have the bakery. We want to involve more local people to come in and make bread for the community and enjoy the satisfaction that comes from making it, and also for them to develop skills that will give them marketability to get for more jobs. So we're not just looking at bread on its own, we're actually looking at bread being a vehicle for personal development for people whatever age.
If they make a success of the bakery and they are able to expand a bit, then there's a possibility that we could jointly set up a cafe in the station building, which would attract their customers from the town and our customers from the trains. So that there would be a mutual benefit there.
when everyone works together in the community, everyone benefits. So it's been really the culmination of a lot of community effort on the part of the railway, ourselves and many, many others within the community. So it's been a great day and a great finish to it. I've really enjoyed it.
I think there is a link between this bakery development and the railway's aspirations to be a community railway. It's made people realise that the railway is here not just to transport people through Bedale, but to bring people to Bedale and to take people from Bedale as well. And I hope that people will come to the station perhaps to visit the bakery and recognise that there is their own railway here as well and start to make use of it more.
I think we've got to go back to looking at the simple things of life and what can easily give us joy without it being terribly expensive. So tonight underlines the fact that pleasure and fun can be had in the community without it costing a fortune. And in this day and age, I think it's pretty important.
We have a small but very hard-working group of volunteers at the station, some of whom live in Bedale and some of whom don't. And they've had to take on board a different way, a different approach because of the arrival of the bakery. And they have worked really, really hard to get the station in good shape for the railway while all the disruption from the bakery has been going on. So I'd just like to pay tribute to them because they're a really good bunch.